Hello everybody and welcome back to Alan Wake. Like I said last time, since I have to listen to it over again, I didn't listen to it last time.
Felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Uh-huh.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling
Let me
better now?
leave.
Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Uh-huh.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan.
I really want to
Honestly,
punch
we
this
can get
dude
this
a
thing
lot.
under control if we work together.
I was hoping that the whole thing was just going to be
This way, Alan.
an illusion, but it seems so far like it's not. Doesn't change that I really want to punch this dude. I seriously want to punch this dude. Today I want to try and talk
Now, Alan, from past
about,
experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this.
Yeah,
Alice drowned.
I don't believe you.
Face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a
Can you,
skeptic by
game,
nature.
can you not be a dick about this?
Everything
Just
can
let
be
me back
explained
through there.
logically.
Yes, everything can be explained logically, yada yada. That's not how this game's gonna go, though. I know you're a fucking filthy piece of shit who's lying to me. But my complaint is the fact I don't know if there's a walk button so I can just keep pace with the asshole. So it's the basic. It's the normal conundrum with escort quests in RPGs. He's slower than me. I'm supposed to follow Dr. Hartman, yet the
Never get
dickhead's
tired
slow.
of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter.
Yeah, no, that's the darkness,
Follow me.
dickhead. Fuck you.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
surprising,
Totally not the
considering
first
your
time you've
profession.
spoken to me ever.
Imagination is what you work with.
Outside of that one time at
For
the
all
fucking
your
restaurant.
nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once
You know,
accept
this
that,
my
you
biggest
begin the
complaint
journey
about this
towards
game
your
was
recovery.
just exemplified in that one sentence.
Come along.
It
Let's go
loves the
inside.
sound of itself. It loves to hear itself
Here's
go
the
on and
entrance
on
to the
about
office
nothing.
wing. That's for staff only.
Scary, scary, scary.
Yeah, fuck you. Like, legitimately, the game loves to hear itself go on about inane nothingness at times. Like, yeah, I get actual conversations are that way
You
sometimes.
should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please,
But-
Emerson, Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
See, it doesn't even fucking register that I've actually just completely ran off.
What kind of dream you have or when you have it?
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Ew.
Legitimately, that's my biggest complaint about this game, is that consistently...
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
Yeah, no. Did Hartman mention that the power was acting up? Did I just skip an entire section of dialogue because I ran off?
come, Alan. This way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Can I... Let me punch him. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you this specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative process. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark, and its sister method, the flow, trademarked, works best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Oh, yeah, concerns. I am not here voluntarily, dickhead. Did they... That's literally just a picture. That's a picture of a dude. Wow.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Oh yeah, I think
There's
it's
a
one of these
storm
dudes that's gonna
coming.
be taken by the darkness, according to the
What a
book.
storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers. Odin
Yeah,
and
okay.
Thor. They had a... How should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
I don't think that has anything to do with anything. I think they're just old.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
No, I don't think. Fucking asshole.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh,
I
he
feel up
loves
to,
to
like,
pick
I
up
like
our
that guy.
secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
I still don't like the mouths in this
That's
game.
what you forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
All right.
My head
Okay.
was clearing up.
Thomas Zane's writing
Zane
an
could
assistant.
feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me. About everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Yeah, no, I don't. It over this.
Dream. You can't wake up.
Yeah, this place is way overpriced. Okay, the topic I wanted to try and cover today is sound design,
Gotcha.
and in various things.
Something's wrong.
I'll do that, Birch.
I'm not myself. It's hard to
Oh
think.
my God.
There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm
See,
any
that's an
closer to
actual
saving
person.
Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
That's an actual person. That's not the game's engine. Because if you pay attention, the mouth didn't move in this stupid way with the teeth and everything. This game engine seems to have a.
Why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Fuck you! Fuck you! No, fuck you! Fucking dickhead! I don't want to humor him. I'm supposed to be here of my own will, yet I can't leave. I have no
The
choice.
white glare of the blank page in front of me. hurt
Yeah,
my
yeah,
eyes.
blah blah blah.
My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
I would have asked for a different typewriter, like a computer keyboard, a pen, and paper.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Yeah, Mr. Gorilla. I like those dudes. I like the two old guys.
Chaos was all about.
Yep.
Could be my only chance of getting out of here.
See? Why wasn't it letting me walk like that before? Fucking assholes.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are
Oh.
ya? Not so weak now.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
And that is what is wrong with this facility.
Well, things
It's-
are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Barry is right to ask where Al is. Yeah, because in that situation.
I'm taking it.
Okay, cool. Oh, They knocked stuff over.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's time to pay the piper!
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
But, it's... This entire facility seems very, 1, overpriced, and 2, very... not as it seems. You know, if... You'd think they'd get smart if one of them is always hitting with a, foam hammer. You'd think they'd be a bit smart about it.
The tapes said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The game talks way too fucking much!
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Okay, before I play this, I want to... There's so much I want to say, but the game never shuts up. Topic. Okay. Let's cover a bit of topic first. 1. Sound design. I love good sound design in games. Not this game. I love good sound design in movies and shows. Like, the right song for the right situation. Okay. The right background music. Sound design is amazing. This game sucks at sound design because it never fucking shuts the hell up. Okay, games information now. Let's cover a bit of that. Yes, okay. It's never a good idea in a situation like Alice and Alan's to go behind their back to a doctor that they're not going to trust. It's one thing if it's a counselor, but if it's someone like this dude who very clearly is not against using drugs in a situation where you don't actually need drugs, yeah, no, not a great idea. You're only going to make them be more distant to you because guess what? If they have any trust in you at the moment, you're going to betray it. And in lots of situations like that, they're looking for you to betray them. Okay, Now we're gonna go back to the game and listen and let it keep talking because it's a
Hartman
fucking
wasn't
asshole.
Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Because there are 3 games in this series that I know of.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses.
Yes,
Asses.
you very much
They gave
sound...
me a real hard time, but
Yeah.
I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let
Yes.
me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Yeah, okay. Yes, cutscene, yes, this is totally what I was asking for! Yeah, thank
All
you!
the pages I had on me.
Or the fucking mouth animation! Why do I feel like that's not Barry?
Alan,
Oh,
please.
it is.
You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is
Barry
a
always
mistake.
trying to be reasoning.
Don't you
like,
see?
reasoning.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Up there's the darkness, and Hartman knew the darkness. Of course he did. Oh, we're letting the darkness kill Hartman. Fucking asshole! I want to say he deserved it, but I don't know if anyone deserves being taken by the darkness. Alan seems to think so, but I don't know if I agree with that. We got a page to listen
Hartman
to.
followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark
So,
presence
yep.
would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
No flashlight. No flashlight, and, okay, that's fucking stupid. Thanks, game. Yeah,
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
I love how I have to focus even with this light. But yeah, no, I knew Hartman was a lying sack of shit, but I was hoping that it was all going to be I just need to do this, right? Did that really just happen? Okay, so I get another try.
Hartman knew he was was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Yeah. Okay, so there's exactly what I've been trying to look for this entire time. A reason why Hartman would be the way he is. Uh-huh. No frickin'... Come on, bash through that door. Do it. Down this hallway. Alrighty. But yeah, no, this game is absolutely the perfect example of no, not good sound design, because it never shuts up. Like, it's not terrible sound design. It's just, none of the music and such in this. Okay, you're finally in the room. Yeah, over here. I need you to bust this door down, fucking asshole. Okay, back this way. Go for this one. Okay, again, this one. Do it. Now just get out of my way. But it's not good sound design. For example, good sound design, in my opinion, in a game, my favorite game of all time, Prey 2017. I love every song in that game. Absolutely every song. Fucking phenomenal. And the various sound effects for the various aliens and so on. Maybe its gun of sound effects could have used some improvement. But I loved all of the music. And it made me feel various emotions. It wasn't just there. Whereas for games like this one and various other ones, the music and sound design just feel like they exist. Suspended. Lauren Miller. Okay, but why is that a fucking option? Why can't I...
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze.
Why were you calling for me then?
Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al. Look out!
And you know something that's absolutely stupid so far about this game? Yes, I know I'm giving it a bunch of shit, and I don't need to give it as much shit as I am.
The house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
But something that feels absolutely stupid about this game is, despite my complaints, when the game doesn't give me weapons, it feels more fun. When I don't have a way to fight back, when I'm just running through, trying my best to avoid things, not dealing with enemies, but dealing with obstacles and semi-puzzles, feels more fun than the game's gunplay. Sound design. Yes, we're ending the video here. Sound design. In your movie, show, game, what is one of them that you just loved the sound design in it? This game just... The music it exists. So, that's how I feel about the sound design in this game. It exists. So, I do hope you all enjoyed. This game never shuts the fuck up. No. It's just, it never lets me talk. That's why I wanted a simple subject like sound design this time, so I could hopefully get to it quickly. No, that barely happened. Hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like down below, as well as subscribe, so that you will be notified the next time I go live or upload a video. And remember, smile. Because even if the sound design is mediocre, at least it bothered to do sound design. Right? Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye!